tries to take the top off. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't, and they don't miss that.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
How about this? It's a strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You can tell. Saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
Trying play action. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Well, it comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quarterback may change this route. Lost to throw again. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. LSU right back to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. LSU getting set on first and 10.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. That's reeled in, it's buried. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good, and then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Moore will throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get...
Oh, he's got some space. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only... Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. There's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10.
Hey, man, on offense, we'll take them however we can get them. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. There was a pass deflection there, but a great job concentrating to haul in that play and come up with an explosive play offensively.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. LSU quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. Got a man, it's Durham. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
From the gun. Here comes the heat. It's complete to the right. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it past the marker. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly.